sugar sweet. You what I need. What's up, guys? I know it's been a while. It was probably the last time you saw me. Oh, going against Roy. I know I won that. He did not win at all. He lost. But speaking of Roy, let's get to school according to Roy.
Okay. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to School According to Roy. Well, I believe that on this series, we must begin with the top, the boss, as some may say. So here I have Mrs. Herman and Mrs. Papa, and I'm gonna ask them some questions. Yes, to tell me how this school works and what they do to make it work, because their role is a very important. Mrs. Herman.
Yes.
You had to be a teacher, right, before becoming a principal?
Yes.
And how long were you a teacher?
I taught before I became an administrator for 10 years.
10 years. And what subject did you teach?
I actually taught a warehousing and distribution program in the Career Center. But what most students don't know is that I actually have an accounting degree from Wilkes University. So I started my career out of high school into college as an accountant. I came back into teaching and taught our warehousing and distribution, which closed probably in 2005 when I went into administration. So I've been teaching for 25 years.
Wow. So you're a pro in this. You're a pro. And Mrs. Papa, were you a teacher?
No, I wasn't a teacher. I was actually a guidance secretary. And I got my degree while I was working and going to school and raising a family. So I started my career a little differently than everybody else. So I actually started working for another school district when I was very young and my kids were going to school, and they hired me as one of their secretaries, and they liked me, and I liked the job. And so I went back to school to get my degree, to get my master's degree in school counseling. And then I was hired when there was a position opened. So I was in another school district for 5 years. And then I came here in 2010, 2011. So I've been doing this for about the same amount of time, about 20 years.
Very lucky to have her.
We, the students, are very lucky to have you. And do you enjoy your job, what you're doing?
Oh, absolutely. It's transitioned over so many years, and every day is a different day. So being an administrator, as being a teacher, I continue to teach post-secondary accounting at Penn State Hazleton. I've been there for over 20 years. In the evenings I teach. So I enjoy the teaching aspect at night, and I enjoy being the administrator during the day. And what that entails is all of our 18 programs that are in the Career Center, they have needs. So all the beautiful equipment and technology that's in our school, we have to work with the district's office in order to be able to get you all, the students throughout the building, the things you need to learn your trade.
Mrs. Papa, do you like it?
Oh, I love my job. This is all I ever wanted to do. When I was in high school, I used to be in the guidance office all the time with my guidance counselor. So I know how invaluable this particular job is, because I know how much my guidance counselor helped me. So when I as I got older, I realized I'd like to do that for other people as well. So that's what pushed me to want to become a guidance counselor. It was because I loved the one that I had, and I was hoping to be something similar to her. So that's why I love my job.
Mrs. Herman, you said that you were like, you get us or the technology and what we use to like our programs.
Yes.
And what else do you how do you
Well, there's multiple planning that goes into being a school administrator. So there's the day-to-day operations, which you're dealing with students that might not feel well. You have to get them to the nurse or call their parents. But there's also the strategic planning. So as all of you get your schedules and are looking towards the fall or school ending, that time of year is actually very busy for us. Myself as an administrator, along with Mr. Possessor, but as guidance, because we're preparing your schedules for the upcoming year. So there's a lot of planning to go into that. There are a little over 800 students in the Career Center in various programs and students of all levels of ability. And special populations. So we have to make sure that all the needs of the students are being met, that parents are informed, and that the discipline and lunches are being served, and just the maintenance and the day-to-day operations of the building are what I do. In addition to the strategic planning, that if they're looking at opening up new programs in the future, or working with our school board or our advisory committees and members of the community, because we deal a lot with businesses, so they come in and they help us guide our programs. So there's a lot of community involvement. And then in addition to that, I write a lot of grants, because some of the equipment is very expensive. So just for broadcasting alone, you're in need of a new TriCaster. Well, that TriCaster, which looks not very impressive, might cost $36,000. So that's on order. So that's a little surprise for all of you. I had Mr. Kaufman look at that, and he approved it, so we're going to get that for you all. So those are the things we make sure that happen.
Ms. Papa, what is your role in?
Mr. Teeter is the other guidance counselor. So together we are here for the students to help them in every capacity, from personal to social to academics. And we help them, guide them through their careers, what they want to do, see what classes that might be able to take that might help them with their career choice. We help students who are having problems. We help students who maybe not feeling well, or maybe want to take on other projects and things. Like, we try and help our students in every way that we can, that they need us. So we're mostly here to help our students. So we do a lot of different things all day long. So it's hard to say one or two things.
So, well, I think we're gonna end this up. And thank you, Miss.
You're welcome.
For joining me, and Mrs. Papa, thank you for joining Mrs. Herman joining me. Well, everyone, thank you very much for watching. And this was Mrs. Herman, our principal, and Mrs.
Okay.
We go.
At this point, Lady Cougar's doing a nice job defensively. Aside from the Broncos. I feel like Jordan, give me the rock and I'm scoring. Krasinski will kick you ahead of the wall. I'm up for the sun in the morning. Oof, hey, I gotta flex. I need a Nike bag, give me the check. I need the money and power, respect, but I promise I'm repping the O to the dead. Hey, oof, I told them out of my way. I don't got nothing to say. Now they can't run in my pants. Harley Krasinski. 0 for Hazelton. They know that we ain't the same. 402, we rap the gang. I told them this ain't a game.
World like ours, there's a man of extraordinary power, of eternal slumber. Sleep man, with his powers of sleep, and more sleep, and more sleep. This is only power. No wait, he can also dream. Coming to a theater near you. Sleep man, he'll sleep you out.
So that was pretty interesting with Roy and from his well. But I got a question for you guys. Do you guys watch the Super Bowl? Or like you guys like Boyd? If not, here you go. Let's go with Sports with Sizzle.
Hey guys, and welcome to Sports with Zizzo. And for this week, we are going to review the top Wyoming Valley Conference boys basketball matches from last week and our top 2 players. The Cougars defeated Berwick, Wilkes-Barre, and Crestwood to get a Wyoming Valley Conference playoff spot. The Cougars and Dallas battle for WVC division crown tonight. Luke Pereira is our athlete of the week. It's a sophomore who averaged 13.7 points per game. We might also be seeing a lot of number 22, Susan Guerrera, who has 16.4 points per game, 2.5 assists per game, 3.4 steals per game, and 6 rebounds. That's all for Sizzle Sports, and until next time, go Cougars!
Hello, I'm Seyona, and today I'm bringing you a recommendation. Let me ask you a question. Are you experimenting a challenge of any kind in your life? Well, I have not the solution for your problems, but a fantastic history that would help you handle the situation. It's named Believe. The author, Shrod, a book where you are going to be experimenting all types of feelings. And other than that, the book is going to give you the opportunity to express your feelings or situation. Sounds interesting, right? Well, you can order now at Amazon.com.
Who knows? Might order that, but but we'll see. Do you guys like anime? I do. But let's go with anime with Bryan Anziani.
Are you ever bored at home doing nothing? You're on Netflix and Hulu and have nothing to watch? Well, we got something for you. What's up, guys? And this is Brian.
And this is Angie, and we're here to show you the best anime to watch when you're at home.
Demon Slayer is an anime based on a manga series. It follows teenage Tanjiro Kamado, who strives to become a demon slayer after his family was slaughtered, and his younger sister Nezuko is turned into a demon.
After 2 years of training, Tanjiro takes part in a formidable exam and is one of the few survivors to pass. Continuing his missions, Tanjiro meets Zenitsu and Inosuke, fellow survivors of the exam, with whom he forms a team with. The group soon faces against the members of the 12 Kizuki and also the leader, Muzan.
The first Demon Slayer season has 26 episodes. Demon Slayer Mugen Train is 2 hours long, and second season, the entertainment arc, has 11 episodes. Personally, I think it gets better and better the more you progress through the anime. Yo, Angie, what do you think about Demon Slayer?
Well, honestly, I think it's actually really good. The animation was phenomenal and the plotline, spicy.
Well, that concludes Anime with Anziani. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.
See you later.
And that's why I carry key tape.
With 6 easy installments of $69.99, you too can have your very own key tape. Key tape. Keep your keys where your keys belong. Key tape.
Have you seen Spider-Man No Way Home? Well, you better have, because it's filled with different views of the universe, and it's happy. So, go watch Spider-Man No Way Home now.
Yeah, the one with the key tape, that's pretty funny, but also convenient. And yeah, go watch Spider-Man and just do whatever, honestly. Like, I feel like it's getting hot in here. Let's go to hot seat real quick.
What's poppin', guys? This is Adam Ortiz, and I'm here with Mr.Kaufman, my substitute teacher. How's your day?
My day's pretty good. I've just been hanging out, been teaching class, mostly hanging out with you guys, just having a good time and enjoying putting together these productions and seeing how you guys work together as a studio.
Mm-hmm. And, you know, that's cool and all, but I gotta ask you some questions because, you know, it's hot, so you gotta make it spicy, you know? So for question number 1, what's the worst thing you ever done?
All right, the worst thing I've ever done. I can name a couple of different things, but I think I'll stick to a little bit of a PG version. So back in high school, I used to be, along with some of my buddies, we used to be in band. Mm-hmm. Now, the thing about my high school was when you were in band, you got to do whatever you kind of wanted. So what we got to do was get access to the theater and to the band room all the time.
That's cool.
So a lot of the time we would sneak around, and when it came to our senior year, we decided that we were going to prank the entire school. So we stole the keys to the band room entrance, broke into my school on a Sunday night. We saran wrapped all the entranceways to the school. Then we forked the baseball field to say class of 2012, which is my graduating class. Thank you very much. And then we snuck up onto the roof through the theater access panel, went up onto the roof, and we set up band equipment. And the next day we did a little concert for my school, and it was an amazing time. I got to be lead singer, of course. And when it came to getting into trouble, luckily, most of the teachers didn't care. And the only person who really cared was our vice principal, who had a nice relationship with me, and I just kind of pawned it off. Huh?
You lying?
Yeah, I'm lying. She was pretty mad. She was real mad. So, but yeah, it was a good time.
Wait, another question actually. Didn't you go to Crestwood? You know, we're in the Hazelton area. We're rivals, so you know I don't really like Crestwood like that.
Yeah. I know. Unfortunately, yes, I did go to Crestwood. Everybody, I know. It's a unfortunate thing. But the truth is, and while it is, yes, a very rich white kid school, you know, I'm a Whitehaven boy. I like to proudly say I'm a Whitehaven boy, which means that we had a couple options. Our parents could choose whether we went to Crestwood, Weatherly, Hazelton, I think Freeland, well, not Freeland, but Freeland Middle School. So there was a couple options for us in the area, but my parents decided Crestwood. So I didn't really get a choice in that. They were okay back then. I guess they're kind of worse now. So sorry, Crestwood. No offense to you, but I'm probably not going to go back for a class reunion. Good luck.
All right. So for question number 3, what's the favorite thing you own and why?
The favorite thing I own?
Yeah.
Oh, dang, that's a tough one. I mean, I love my camera. Obviously, like I'm in production, so I like my camera. But probably, man, that's a tough one. That's a hot seat question. Exactly. Let me think about that. No, actually, I really like my microphone. I'm really big into audio work. I really always wanted to be like a podcaster and stuff. I really like the sound of my own voice. You know, I'm kind of a narcissist, so that's kind of just how it goes. I was about to say that you're such a narcissist. I know, yeah. But when you're a narcissist, as one is, you kind of like the sound of your own voice. So I always wanted to do that, and my microphone is pretty sweet. I got a really nice setup and stuff. So I have a little recording booth that I like carved out a closet, soundproofed it, and I like to like set things up in there and like record with that. So that's probably my favorite thing.
What made you get into substituting?
What made me get into all this? Substituting specifically, I don't know. I used to be a camp counselor and stuff back in, like in high school, I went to this camp. Even like when I was younger, I went to a camp. And my brothers were camp counselors, and so I was like, yeah, I want to do that. So I did that. And then, you know, when you go to college, you do this thing called debt. And there's a lot of it.
Oh, yes.
And when you get into this thing called debt, you have to like pay bills, and it really sucks. It's part of growing up, but it kind of sucks. But the thing is that you have to get kind of like all these different jobs. And so I got a couple different jobs, and one of them was teaching. And I thought teaching was pretty cool. I thought you guys, I mean, like working with high schoolers is pretty cool.
Yeah.
especially. And, I've subbed around with younger kids too, but most of the time I stick with
talking
guys.
about younger kids.
Oh,
Didn't
yeah.
you say that you hated your kindergarten class?
I did not. Okay.
Yo, guys, before we got into this and whatever, this camera work and stuff, he said he did not like his kindergarten class at all.
I would just like to say.
Let's talk about it.
This is got you journalism, all right here. This is got you journalism. They were okay. They were nice kids. They were a lot. Kindergarten's a lot. If people don't know, if you're sending your kids off to kindergarten and you're thinking that teacher is having the time of their life, whew, boy. I got to applaud. Like, being a teacher at any level is a tough job, but kindergarten kids, I mean, you gotta be on them 24/7. Everything they do, everything. Snack time. Some of them take naps at random periods. Some of them have like fits. And they'll like go in the bathroom and throw poop at the wall. They're crazy kids. They're crazy, but they're good kids too. Yeah. They're good.
Yeah, these damn they don't know any better.
Yeah.
I understand. But for the last question,
okay.
This is the last question, so it's gonna get a little, hot seat,
a little spicy,
a little spicy.
All right.
Did you hit your children whatsoever? In those kindergarten classes?
No. No, you definitely thought about throwing them once or twice, but no, I'd never hit them. They're so cute. Like, that's the thing. They were a handful, but like then they look at you with those like big glassy eyes and they like smile up at you, and you're just thinking like, man, you're so dang adorable. Like, I want to be mad. I want to yell in your face and like scared. Like, I want to be like, but they're so cute. Like. And they're just like, they look up to you like a dad too. I had this one girl, literally, the one day she had to go to after school program. And the one day she came back, there was this like teacher like with her crying, like holding her hand and walking her back. And when she walked her back, she was like, I forgot to say goodbye to you. And I was like, oh, it's okay. And I was like, bye. And she's like, bye. And then she left. And I was just like that kind of stuff. They're cute. You never really want to hit them. Yeah. But, yeah.
All right. Well, this is all we have for Hot Seat today. Bye, guys.
The PA Attorney General's Office and the PIAA remind you to resist the urge. Don't let pain become a killer. If you suspect a teammate, family member, or friend of abusing prescription drugs, tell a coach, tell a teammate, tell a teacher, tell someone. For help and information, go to www.ddap.pa.gov.
And that concludes our show. And we're happy that we finally were able to, come back and give you guys a show every week. And we'll try our best to make that. Bye.